Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are having a fantastic Thursday. We are so excited to be back here, and it is going to be a lot of fun. So as you guys are tuning in, share with us where you're visiting from. If you're watching the recorded, thank you so much for tuning in and saying hey with us. In today's video, we have a very special live stream for you guys today, and it is going to be so awesome for all of our beginner friends. Now, it is our first day back here, and we are super excited to be here with you guys. If you are brand new here, we go live every single day at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, Monday through Friday. We've been on a little hiatus, but we are super excited to be back here. And I thought, well, a better way to kick off would be with a beginner-oriented live stream. So what this is going to talk about is what you need to know about Cricut Design Space when you are a Cricut beginner. Now, if you're saying, Tanner, I've been watching for a while, I love you guys, but I'm not a beginner, this is going to be great because you are going to have time to ask Design Space related questions in today's video. Typically, we don't answer too many Design Space related questions when it's regarding just directly to the software. So today, be sure to pop those questions in and we are going to answer them. We want to make sure that everyone is understanding how to use the software, and this is kind of like a little thank you guys to our members, to be able to make sure everyone is understanding Cricut Design Space. So as you guys are tuning in, share with us what you've got going on. I hope you all are having a fantastic Rachel, what day is it? Thursday?
Today's Thursday, yes.
Yay!
We almost have 100 awesome people
Oh
viewing.
my goodness. Hello everyone.
Yes, they're so happy we're back. We're happy to be back.
We are so glad. It was such a great little break, but let me tell you guys, we did miss you, so we are glad to be back. And I think today is going to be a really great live stream, I do want to give you guys some details. The Summer Summit supply list links for your supplies have been added to your accounts. So if you have purchased a Summer Summit ticket, you can go ahead and click Summits under courses, or under Summits, and select the summer one, and you'll see that as a PDF download. So you can go get access to that today. But if you are brand spanking new here, Rachel, let me know if there's any brand newbies out there.
I will. You all let us know.
I want to know. But we have quite a few different offers for you. So our year membership is ending today. We have a special offer for you guys. If you would like to join our membership for $20 off, use the code MAKE at checkout to get your year membership for $20 off. It is an incredible value, and you'll be able to take full advantage of that with today's offer. If you have questions about it, be sure to let us know. A huge thing that we love is our Cricut Printable Guide. This is 20 plus pages of letting you guys know your temperature charts, letting you guys know terminology. There's lots of things in here that beginners need to know, like which mat do I use, things like that. And it's things that we just use all the time. I keep this one on my desk right here, crafting all day long.
Yes, and Tanner, I'm just letting you know, okay? I'm just going to throw some out.
Throw some out.
Michelle, Kimberly, Sherry, Joe, David, Trish. We have
Are these new?
They're all new people.
Well, guys, we are so excited to have you here today, and I cannot wait to jump into Cricut Design Space momentarily, but we do have a few more announcements, so I'm super excited for that. So the year membership today is $20 off. You get access to our over 1,000 plus cut files, 160 fonts only for year members, our printable guides, and we just added 3 brand new guides that you guys can check out on your dashboard. You also get access to 3 e-courses. So if you're saying, Tanner, I love the way you teach, I want more, you get 3 courses completely free with your year membership. That is truly the best way to get set up as a Cricut newbie, is with our year membership. It's very intentional that you guys, get a lot of resources. We teach you how to use your machine. We teach a whole course on Design Space, and then once you are confident in those 2 areas, there's a build a business with die cutting course that you can take advantage of. So lots of value in the membership.
Oh, yes, and don't forget about the free commercial license, Tanner.
Yes, so then, once you understand the software, understand your machine, all of the artwork and our fonts, you get a free commercial license only with that year membership tier. So truly, guys, you're getting probably $500 to $600 of value for less than $200, and even less with the $20 off coupon code today using code MAKE at checkout. So it's normally $191. Today's offer, you're getting it for $171, and that's with all the things we've talked about, and that's a year crafting with us. So we do a live stream every day, making a project, and that you get to follow along and get the tips, the tricks, the tutorials, everything like that included. So lots of fun. Second of all, for if you're not registered for the Summer Summit, you can get registered for it today using the code SUMMER2 at checkout to save $30 on your registration. It ends in 9 days from now, as well as our Becoming a Cricut Pro. This has now been updated. We heard from a lot of you guys that was like, Tanner, we all are loving the ebook so much. This is a 160-page ebook. So we just add up the price a little to include the ebook. But today, for the next 9 days, you have a special offer to save $30 on this course as well. So if you guys are thinking about becoming a year member and also taking our pro course, that's a great opportunity for you. Year membership and taking advantage of a summer summit is also a really good opportunity. Rachel's, I'm sure, dropping those links. You can click the link with the, I think the paint for the membership, the green hearts for the pro class, and then was
Summer
it
suns,
umbrella?
the big suns.
A big sun for the summer summit. So we love that. As always, if you're overwhelmed, as I usually am, links are always in the description down below.
Absolutely.
So we love that. So anyway, guys, hope you all are having a fantastic day. We cannot wait to jump into it. Do we have any questions before we head on over and jump into talking about being a beginner in Cricut Design Space?
We don't. Everybody seems to be doing great, which is awesome.
Well,
dropping those links, making everybody
fantastic.
happy.
Yes, if there are any questions, we will talk throughout the live stream about our different product offerings so that you guys can see everything for the different products we have. We will talk about that, but I'm really excited to jump into Cricut Design Space for our friends out there that are beginners. So before we do that, you can start typing in some of your questions. Rachel is monitoring our comments today, so she will be able to pull those. And as we go through the software, we're going to be able to pull questions out and answer those. So feel free to be throwing those up so we can answer them. But all right, Rachel, are we excited to jump over?
I don't know if you're excited. Are you excited?
It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and share the screen. We are not on iOS today. We are actually on our desktop. So this right here is a really awesome thing that we can do because we love it, to be able to design on our desktop. If you watch our live streams, you know we're always using our iPad, and it's a lot of fun. But you want to also be able to design right here on your desktop. So it's a great refresher for you guys that are brand new, or if you've been around the block with Cricut, you always can use this refresher. So if you're brand new here, I'm Tanner, founder of makersgonnalearn.com. We run a digital die cutting membership. We teach you guys exactly what you need to know to master your die cutting machine. We put together projects, cut files, fonts. We have everything you need right here at our membership. It is truly a one-stop shop. You can see under cut files all the different categories we offer for you guys to use in our arsenal. We have over 1,000 cut files. And for our friends that were wondering where all of these amazing files were from before we left on vacation, look at these, Rachel. Are you ready to have a weeding competition?
I am. I'm so excited for those. I think they're pronounced mandala.
Mandalas, I don't know.
They're so cute though.
They're really
beautiful.
adorable. It's going to be putting our Cricuts to a test, so we're super excited for that. You guys can check out our over 160 fonts to use with Cricut, and today we're talking about uploading files to Cricut Design Space. So if you've had questions on that, we will be answering that for you.
We have had some people say they're really excited for this live stream. They were super ready.
Pumped. And then member resources under dashboard. So after you get your membership and you click dashboard, member resources has a lot of things for you guys. The Cricut Printable God, the Maker's Gonna Learn Guide using fonts and cut files, the collection PDF, the font PDF. What vinyl should I use? This is a new one that Rachel has put together, and I'm not even going to click on it so no one's trying to screenshot this because it's so valuable. It's a decal sizing printable God. This is really awesome, guys, and you need to know all about that.
Yeah, it's for your t-shirts. It's awesome, guys.
Yeah, and then perks for yearly members. Look at all of this: commercial use license, Design Space course, Cricut Maker, build a business, everything you get there. So we have some beginner stuff that you can always check out. We have great resources. But anyway, let's hop over to Cricut Design Space. Are you guys familiar with Cricut Design Space? If you all are, thinking about getting a Cricut, this is a great place to get familiar with first. A lot of people do not know it is completely free to have a Cricut Design Space account. You are more than happy to create an account on Cricut Design Space and play around with it before you take advantage of purchasing a machine, because I feel way more confident when I have the true knowledge of the software before making that investment. So I just clicked on new project, and we are going to be able to jump right in and giving you a brief overview. So I just want you guys to see everything that we have here. It's all the goodness of Cricut, and what you have here is your canvas, and on the left-hand sidebar, you're going to see a few things. Starting right up here are the 3 lines that on almost any website means it's a menu bar. So you can see your profile, you can do new machine setup. A lot of people have trouble finding that. Calibration is really good to know. Firmware, linking cartridges. A lot of people are like, Tanner, I want a Cricut Maker, but I cannot, add all of my cartridges to there, so I really want to be able to. So right there is where you're able to link those cartridges, and that's really good. But anyway, there's just a few other things if you need to sign out. But right to the left-hand sidebar, you're going to see where you can have a lot of resources. This is where you upload cut files. This is where you start designing with shapes, using the text tool, images, projects, templates. This is all on the left-hand sidebar. It's really a great place to check out when you're designing. So that's really important. I'm going to go ahead and just add a shape. So this next area will pop up. There we go. So I just added a square. This is just a very basic square. I needed a shape or something for this top bar right here to pull up for us. So this right here is very, very important for you to be using and focusing in on when you're designing. So the undo button's right here, right up here at the top left-hand corner. Love that undo button, Rachel. I use it probably 5 times a day.
Listen, I'm so happy that this has an undo button.
I mean, everything needs an undo button. My life could use an undo button.
Same.
Line type. If you guys are a beginner, you may not know what line type is. And yes, if you are watching, this will be saved. Feel free to reference this video multiple times. Bookmark it, come back to it, it's going to be good. So yes, line type. If you click on that, you're going to see it's going to allow you to do 3 things: cut, draw, or score. These are 3 crucial things for you guys to understand under line type. It is going to always pretty much 100% of the time, default is cut. You have to specify if you want it to draw, and you have to specify if you want it to cut, okay? So we are just going to leave it on cut. Now, since this is cutting, this next box is selecting material colors. Now, if you know you're going to cut this square out in a purple color and you want to make sure to reference that, in the software and in real life, go ahead, change that color. Look at how quick that was. Super easy. So I love it. And then you can do fill. Fill is when you want to turn this into a print and cut. So if you want to print after you fill, you can go ahead and select print. This will turn this whole shape into a print and cut. And now it's going to want us to print this right here instead of using purple cardstock. So then right here, you could even change it from color to a pattern. So right here, you can see we've uploaded some of our own patterns. This is actually from makersgonnalearn.com, so we can select that right here.
Love all of our patterns.
We have lots of patterns.
Beautiful. More added all the time.
Yes, look at this. So now you can actually go ahead, print this out, and cut it. So making your own, cards and things like that using your patterns from Maker's Gonna Learn with Cricut is a great way to take advantage of that. So
really
Rachel, are there any questions or comments you want to read so far?
Let's see here. Okay. Let me see. CJ says, what's the best access to plan to have as far as Cricut goes?
So there's a few different tiers that you can get with Cricut Access. You can check it out.
Yeah, and some people have Air membership and keep Cricut Access. Some
Right.
decide to let Cricut Access go.
Yeah, so it's totally up to you. There's a few different tiers right here that you can take advantage of. I just like to point out Cricut Access is just for artwork. This does not usually include, it doesn't say anywhere here about having a commercial license. It just gives you access to fonts in their arsenal of different cut files. But with our membership, we really try to give you a few different things that we focus in on. One is, of course, artwork to craft with. We want to make sure you're using all the artwork you can to get your crafting done. But in addition to artwork, we also give you fonts, which we have 160 right now, and by the end of the year, we will be up to 360.
Which is insane.
Yes, and that is for our yearly members, of course, and that's what our special is for today. If you become a yearly member today using the coupon code MAKE at checkout, you will save $20. So I see a comment, I'm working from my iPad and I don't think I'm seeing the same thing. Patty, I will talk about this here in a moment, but Cricut Design Space is a little different for desktop versus iOS. So that's a great question. So commercial use license, you can make money with your machine, and then these 3 free classes. So what I was saying was different between our membership and Cricut Access. You get education, you get artwork, and you get inspiration. In addition, we have a member-only Facebook community that is just for our members. I do not manage any other Facebook group besides this one, so we can pour 100% into our members. And we've had members say, I would pay just to have our year membership. So you can see our
just to have the Facebook
just
group.
to have the Facebook
yes,
group.
People love that Facebook
it's
group.
Awesome. So our monthly membership is $19.99 a month. Our 6-month membership is $17.99 a month, billed every 6 months. And our year membership is $15.99 a month, billed annually. So you can see all the scissors with all the things you get for that year compared to monthly. So today you get that offer where you can, obviously get our Printable God. All members do. We have new files every month. We have the Facebook group, online training. But then right here, you are saving $48 being a yearly member compared to monthly.
Before the $20
Before
off.
you take advantage of the coupon code MAKE.
Yeah.
And then that gets you this right here. So that's something really awesome to consider, and we love it. So back to Cricut Design Space, that was a great question. We have our image, and we already have made it into a print and cut. So it would print this right here at the size and then cut that square around. So it still does the printing and it still does the cut. That's why over here on our right-hand side, you guys can see something called your layers panel. This layers panel is really awesome for all the things that we are doing when it comes to Cricut Design Space. So you can see that it has cut and print right here in the layers panel. Super, super fun, and I cannot wait. I see people are already seeing that we have a class at the summit
they don't miss
on
a beat.
infusible ink.
People have already been asking, when are you going to have a video on infusible ink? They're so excited about it.
Yes, there's lots of things happening. So right here, I'm going to drop the link for the Summer Summit. If you haven't went ahead and checked it out, we do have that coupon code available today using Summer 2 at checkout, and you can get registered. So be sure to get registered. Our instructors are amazing. We have myself, Crystal, Rachel, Courtney, Carly Hall from apartment 413, Jenny, or Jen as I call her, as me and her are super tight, from Something Turquoise. And then we have Alexandria from the Hedgehog Hollow. She's adorable. I want to talk in her accent all day.
I love it.
But what we've got going on at the schedule. So we have back to school Cricut ideas, party ideas, sewing your own curtains and ironing on them. Carly Hall is teaching our infusible ink class everything you need to know. And guys, Carly has already been killing it with content on infusible ink. The day it launched, she had content going out. So we love Carly. So it's awesome and cannot wait for her to pour into us. We have Jen from Something Turquoise talking all things Cricut, your wedding. And if you're not even doing a wedding, this is things you need to know about party decorating and different things like that.
Oh yeah, you learn skills that you can put into account for any party. It's really awesome, yeah. And Tanner, once you're done with this, no rush at all. We have an awesome member wanting to know how to upgrade.
Yes, so 1 second, we'll get right there. We have revamp your bathroom home decor, wooden front door signs, awesome more party decorating gift ideas, and then printable heat transfer pillows. So if you're wanting to upgrade, that is a awesome thing. We're super excited to have you upgrading. You can just go to the join page, get registered as that yearly member, send us an email, and we will send you all those details. So the Summer Summit, guys, it is coming up very quickly. It is July 27th and July 28th. It's from the comfort of your own home. You do not have to be present to take advantage of everything we have in this summit. You get lifetime access to this product. We are super excited and passionate, but we would love for you to dedicate a weekend for yourself to get crafty. And if you guys are just tuning in, we have the full supply list ready to go for you all. So you can register right here, use the code SUMMER2 at checkout, or you can also use the code MAKE. Apparently it works universal.
Yeah. And Kimberly says, if we attend the pro class, can we attend the Summer Summit too?
Yes. We love our members taking part in these add-on offers. So I would highly recommend you guys getting registered for the Summer Summit. If you are not already, use the coupon code SUMMER2. That's actually going to get you registered for $30 off versus if you use the code MAKE. So use the coupon code SUMMER2 and everything. So super awesome, super pumped. Cannot wait to have you guys to host you all for the Summer Summit. It's a very affordable way for less than the cost of a hotel stay.
For one night.
For one night to get crafty all weekend long with these handful of classes over the course of 2 days.
Absolutely. And you all get these forever. You can keep these forever.
We start at 10 a.m. Eastern and then end around 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern. So even our Pacific coasters, we do start our first class at 7 a.m. Pacific, but we don't truly start class until about 8 a.m. So hope that answers a lot of those questions, and we already answered our question on upgrading. So super cool, great. Moving right along, we are going to talk about you have the Deselect tool. So what happens is this is technically selected, and how you know it's selected is that an image has this right here. So these 4 buttons are also super crucial when it comes to your Cricketing. So this right here, you can delete that layer. You can say, bye layer, I don't want you no more. And then you're like, oh wait, I want the layer. So then you get to press the undo button like I just did. So anywho, when you select it, you can rotate it around. You can spin her around if you want. Super fun. You can then lock and unlock the layer. What that does is watch what happens to the right side when you press the lock button. It will unlock it. So now you're going to be able to scale this unproportionally, and you can go woo, and you're like what, and you're able to go woo.
But it's super handy for some things.
For some things, it is needed. So I'm just going to go ahead and press undo, and you can see it just, there we go. This is where we started. But if you leave this locked, it's only going to scale this proportionally for you. So that's sometimes a little more refreshing for us crafters to scale proportionally. So just like this button right here, you're going to learn that there's a few different ways to do things in Cricut Design Space that you may not already be familiar with. So there's multiple ways to do everything pretty much in Cricut Design Space.
Yeah, yeah.
For example, you can click this lock button to unlock that, or this unlock button right up here under size. You're able to just click that little bitty lock button and it will unlock or lock that sizing for proportionals right there.
I think it's super handy to have multiple ways to get to the same point,
Yes.
you know, in Design Space. That's why we love to teach you all different ways about doing it. And whatever way you get to your finished product, good for
Of
you.
course.
You know, it's great.
Yes, I love it. It's so much fun. So it's going to be really grand. So right there is a great example. And we have a few more of those to share as well. So right here is the rotate. You can, you know, rotate that around. One thing I do like to note for Cricut beginners, even if we rotate this right here, and you're like, okay, this layer's rotated, cool, it's gonna look like this on my mat. I just wanna let you guys know, whatever looks like on the canvas will not always look the same on your mat. That's a huge thing for people to understand, that if you're taking notes, this is a great one to write down. What it looks like on your canvas and what it looks like on your mat, two totally different things.
Yeah, especially if you were working with, let's say, text.
That's what I was about. Yes.
Yeah, you just really have to watch the way that you do. You have to do everything very intentionally.
Yes,
you know,
very much so. So, for example, real quick, Rachel briefly mentioned text. I'm just going to type out test. So this is just, you know, a regular font. We can change that. I did that really quick, so I'm gonna go back. If you are a beginner and you want to add a text box, you can click the text over on the left-hand sidebar, and then it's gonna pop up a second layer right here of options, even more for you to go through. And we can just click on font, and if you click on system, let's pick one of our cursive fonts. Okay, I love arrow words, even though we're not using an arrow today. So I'm just gonna type out test. So this right here, you would think, all right, I've positioned this right here, and then I know it's going to put it right on the mat just where I have this. So then you can click make it, and you're like, what is this happening? I wanted it to cut and print my wording on my print and cut. Why is it on its own mat? So that's a whole thing we're going to get to, but it is an issue, so we will work through it. Before we get to that phase, I do want to spend some time going over the differences and the key indicators of the text tool. So right up here, when you have selected your text, you're going to see you can change the font. You have all fonts, system fonts, and Cricut related fonts. We are typically using fonts from Makers Gonna Learn's font category and library, so we just stick pretty much in system fonts. It's a great place to be. So right here, we select it and leave that up. You can automatically adjust the font size right here if you care to do so. I'm much more of a drag incisor, or I will just automatically type out the size right here because these options are still relevant for your text layer, even if you are not in a regular layer. So no matter what layer you have selected, this right here, this top toolbar, is going to be relevant to the layer selected. And there's two ways to know which layer is selected. So just like we were talking about before, multiple ways to determine the same thing. If you go to your layers panel, again, you're going to see this text right here is highlighted a little bit darker gray. That means it's selected. Watch what happens when we select the back layer. it now becomes dark gray.
Highlighted.
And you can see it has our little icons back here. So when we click on this layer, you're going to see it has little icons and it's highlighted dark gray again. So that's a great way to determine which layer is selected. And then after you see your font size, you see letter space. Letter space is super important, and I'm already going to just type out test twice, just so that you guys can see two things. So letter space is the width between each letter. So we're going to size that down right here. I'm just sizing this down. I just like my cursive letters to be touching, and you can see this is not perfect, but just stick with me. The next thing is line space. So this is the width between the layers when you are going through lines. So watch what happens when we start decreasing line space. Look at that. It's coming closer together. Isn't that awesome? Do we have any questions as I'm bringing these closer together?
Not that I can see. We had a question about why we choose some different types of paper. I did answer that typing it, but she was just wondering why we used 8.5 by 11, and that's because we were most likely doing print and cut.
Yep, we sure were.
And that's our printer paper, which is great. But other than that, Tanner, wouldn't you say we almost always use 12 by 12 cardstock?
Yes, we love 12 by 12 cardstock.
And
so
Tanner
if you are
loves
a beginner,
120 pounds.
110 or
10?
20
Okay.
pound. I guess you could do 120. Thicker
Well,
the better.
right. That's Tanner's
it's
motto.
great. Anything from 80 pound to 110 is usually like the best of the best. Card bases, I'll definitely use 110. You can get away with using 80, but if you want a quality card.
And then a while back, we did get a question about how you would curl like flower petals made out of paper without a bone folder.
Oh my gosh, we would use, if you have the scraper tool from Cricut, I would easily use the scraper tool. Or if you don't even have that, use an old gift card.
Yeah.
Use an old gift card. It would be perfect.
Gift card, something like that. But definitely, guys, it's like $2. If you're there at Hobby Lobby or at the craft store,
the bone folder is definitely worth it.
Just grab one.
Yes, be sure to do that. So anywho, now we're going to just click on here, and I've done this by double clicking on the text, and I'm just going to take out that second line. I just wanted to give that to you for line spacing.
And guys, be asking your design space questions. Let us know if you have any problems while we're going through this. Let us know if we need to slow down or repeat something.
Oh yeah, let us know what you'd really like to cover. We just kind of leave these open-ended to kind of let them play their own course out. I know we've done a few of these, and I feel like in each class we kind of cover different points and things like that. So be sure to let us know what questions and comments you guys have. So right now, we've explained all of this up into alignment. Alignment's pretty standard, just like you would use in Word or anything like that. You can do center your text left, center your text right, or left, center, or right. So that's pretty normal, and it makes more sense when you have multiple words. So testing out Cricut fonts, and then you can kind of, if you just put one on another line, you can see right now we have this centered to the left, and it shows you with the little graphic. Watch what happens when we center that right. So I use center right, or I center my fonts pretty much 100% of the time. We obviously do that I just always am pretty much centering my text. So anywho, next we are just going to go ahead and remove this right here. And then what we're going to do is you can curve. That's something super nice about Cricut Design Space they added. You can curve your text up. You can also curve your text down. I do want to let you guys know cursive fonts are not made to curve. So please, please, please do not curve, things like this unless you absolutely have to, but I would go with a more basic font.
And Beverly says, I can't figure out how to get the color palette to come down so I can change the color.
That's a great question. So you can select the layer you're referring to, and then you're able to, right over here at line type, you click on that color. It's nothing to come down. You click on it first, just directly click, and then this comes up. You can even go to advanced and select your own color, or just simply paste in your RGBT whatever color code. So you can see here it's pretty easy. But yeah, I'm so sorry you're having issues.
And Pamela says, how do you get the T to touch the other letters?
Pamela is jumping ahead.
Listen.
Okay, so last up, Pamela, we have the advanced feature. Now this process is called kerning. If you're looking for other resources, it would be how to kern fonts in Cricut Design Space and things like that. But we're just going to click on advanced and we are going to ungroup 2 letters. But before we do that, I am going to bring the letter space just a little bit closer together because I would rather have them too close than not close enough. I think that was a little too much.
And while you're doing that, Tracy says, can you curve text on iOS as well?
You cannot curve text on iOS. I'm pretty sure you cannot. I feel like I would know this.
You would.
But then you can click advanced and now ungroup to letters. So clearly letter spacing got us pretty good for, say, this ing, but the test is not where it needs to be. We got some problems. But what I like to share with you guys is look what happens when you ungroup. So pay attention right here to the layer panel. When we select this layer and we click advanced and click ungroup to letters. And again, you can double click and duplicate, copy, cut, ungroup as well. It's one of those things you can, play around with. So what we're going to do is we're going to first move this T over to our I. I'm kind of going to bring it up.
So he ungrouped all the letters.
All the letters.
Yep, every one of them.
And you can kind of play around with how this lines up. It's a little tricky, bringing it closer. And then you can kind of move these letters over and play with that. And this is something that does take time to get accustomed to. So that was pretty easy for me just because I've done this for a while. So if you're brand new to kerning your text and making it look, designer friendly and designer ready, know that it does take time. It's nothing you need to be able to do instantly. And I would definitely recommend testing and playing around with it. Okay, so now what's going to happen, Rachel? We have this beautiful looking text. And again, we've been talking about it. I want to get it into everyone's brain. When you are using a blank canvas, when you're on the canvas, it is going to look different on the canvas versus the mat. This right here is a great example. So let's click make it, and we have our print and cut, our poor little square. But on this next mat, look at this.
Oh, Tanner, it's beautiful.
Rachel,
look how pretty.
I couldn't tell you.
That's exactly what I wanted.
So Cricut is going to assign whatever it takes to cut the least amount of material.
Thank goodness.
It's great.
Yeah.
So
sometimes.
Right here, it cuts the largest letters down to the smallest letter. So that's not going to be good for nobody.
No.
So we need to click cancel. And you're like, but it looks so pretty on the canvas. Here's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Remember when we were showing you guys how this all turned into its own layer? Cricut will not remember or know that you want all of this to be touching when each letter is its own individual layer.
Right.
So here's what you've got to do.
Before you do this, Tanner, or while you do it, you probably are going to do it anyways. I think you might need to show them that quick little tip that we know about blowing the word up really large before we weld it. Just in case they might run into that trouble that we run into sometimes.
Yes. Do you want to explain a little bit more on what has happened to us in the past?
Yeah, and it's really, really weird, and it's happened to me, I think, personally a couple times, Tanner a couple times, but it's like we've never talked about it. Like, Tanner, what's this?
Right.
But if you were to select all those layers and go ahead and weld that together, then maybe, we're not saying it will happen, sometimes, like in the middle of the E or in that part of the T up the top there, it'll go ahead and like block that out with black, and it's super odd.
Yeah, we don't really know why.
Yeah.
So,
but the solution that we've found
is just to scale it up.
Very
large.
So
make it large. And when you make things larger, you can actually see imperfections easier.
That's true.
So that's also a bonus. So right now, I'm done with my square. It's really in my way. So Oh, look at me. I thought it was all one layer. No big deal. We can press undo. Ta-da! All right, so we have testing, and we enlarged it just so that none of our little shapes would be blacked out or anything like that. That's happened to us in the past. What we're going to do is now talk about something that I'm super, super passionate about. We are going to select all of these layers. Right here, you can see they're all selected in the layers panel, dark gray, and we're going to talk about my favorite thing, the difference between group, attach, and weld. Those are super, super important. Sharon said, please hit that like button. Sharon, thank you so much. And everyone, please hit that like button. Let us know your questions as we are tuning in as well. We would love to help you guys. So be sure to let us know what those questions are. And anywho, what we've got going on is the difference between group, attach, and weld. So right here we have group. Group is what a lot of people do. So if we click group, it's added just this word group, and now you can see all of these layers are all grouped to one.
It's like they're still separate, but they're like
still separate,
stuck together.
So this is for projects that are multi-layer that you would cut out. So I like to give the example, if you had a paper Barbie or a paper, where any type of paper project, typically where you are go do multiple layers, or it could be where you have a multi-cut vinyl project. But I'm going to continue with the doll. You'd have the base layer, say, being the skin. So you'd cut that out on a skin piece of paper. Then you would add in the shirt color, and maybe a hat color, and maybe the eyes. And those are different colors, but when you're looking at them on the canvas, you want them to be together. There's never going to be an instance where you're going to take the hat away from the skin when it comes to the mat. So, or the canvas rather. But then when you send it to the mat, you want it to all cut out on its own mat.
So it's like, if we were talking about like glue, tape, whatever, like, so group would be like a sticker. It's like semi-permanent, you can mess it around. Okay.
So that's group. It's going to keep it all together, and it doesn't do anything for your finished project. It is solely software related. Group is. It does not go help you do anything different. You know, as you're about to see when I click make it, it still is putting all of our letters on their own mat and trying to save us all that material. So it's pretty irrelevant just for software related. And, you know, when I clicked on this one letter and drag it, I now can drag all of them together. So right now, the next step up would be attach. So if we go through and click attach. Now attaches graphic down here in the bottom left right hand corner is a paper clip. Paper clips are not permanent. You can remove them and you can add them. So you are going to be sure and click attach, and now you're going to see we have this attached. So if we click make it, you're going to see right here it is now all attached together, and we're starting to see our word come together. I'm going to size this down just so we can have a better reference. Sorry about that. So now we sized it down. Here we go. But what I want to point out now, each of these letters, even though we attached it, are still its own letter. There is a line dividing this G. There is a line dividing this I. There's a line dividing this S and T. All of these, when you peel it up from the map, can still be their own separate layer. How you are going to make this into one solid, perfect image to cut on cardstock, vinyl, anything like that, is going to be weld. There are instances where you want to use attach. There are instances when you want to use group. But if you are doing anything with fonts and you are wanting to make really awesome hand-lettered style of art, you 99% of the time will need to use weld. And look what happened. When we selected that layer, we pressed weld, it turns it into one layer, which means when we click make it and zoom real close in on these letters, you're going to see that it is now one solid image.
It also chopped out that S like we
It
feared.
also chopped out the S.
But I'm glad we had a little.
But we can fix it.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Because you know what, guys? We love that undo button.
We love the undo button. So see, this is the S where it chopped it out because I sized it down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out. We're going to size this text right on up. It's
so glad we had a little example.
Inches. Yeah, I love this. And then if you click weld, it left our S.
Perfect.
We have no idea
why. No.
So all good. Now you can size it back down and it'll still stay perfect. So it's a win-win. So now you guys can really see the difference between group, attach, weld. The differences in fonts, things like that are super, super important. So we love it. So Rachel, what questions do we have?
So Barbara wants to know if you can change the color of the canvas.
Yes, right down here under blank canvas, you are able to click it and it will let you. But I always get tripped up when it comes to this. So sometimes, if you click color, I believe you can you change the background? Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Corrected.
So it's kind of like selecting what a layer. It's kind of like the canvas has its own layer.
Oh, that is trippy.
So right now we're going to select this, but if you want to select your canvas and change it around, you have to come down here, select blank canvas. You'll know it's selected when it's highlighted dark gray, just like the layers panel, and our toolbar is now a color. So we can change that to like a little light blue. Ooh, that's refreshing. And then another thing, a lot of people like to turn the grids off because we're not really using them.
Sometimes I like to turn those grids off.
Yeah, sometimes. Do you remember where to turn them off? Because I always get tripped up about this.
Well, here's the thing. So I turned mine off by accident one day, and I had no idea how I did it.
I just had Courtney teach it. Yeah, I think it's under settings. Yep, here we go. If you go over to the left-hand sidebar and you click on no grid, the grid just disappears. And I always forget about that. So again, you can click on your menu, you can go down to settings, and you can have it in inches, centimeters, full grid. You can do a partial grid. You can do the full grid, or just no grid at all, which is a little crazy, but I love it. So there we go. You can kind of see that. That's a great question. Perfect. So love, love, love that. And yeah, so we've went over group, attach, weld. The next thing I would like to talk about is slice. So I'm going to bring back in a little square. You can never have too many squares.
That blue canvas is really changing the game for me.
I know, I'm changing it back to white. This is too much.
Someone's going to pop in the middle and be like, what has he done?
I know, right? Okay, so I'm going to move this color over to red, and I'm going to double click on our square, and I'm going to send to back. That way we can bring text on top of this and be able to potentially slice it out. Now, this is a great time to bring up one of my other favorite things, and this is contour. Contour is super important. If for some reason you have an image and you want to take out some of the detail in it, you can select that layer and click contour, and then you can just zoom in and see right here, you're like, oh, I don't want that, oh, I don't want that. You can just click on it. So you can see we took that little piece out on the left T, but left it on the right T. So that's contour, guys. It's pretty self-explanatory.
It's handy too.
It's very handy, and we'll show you some examples of why we would use it more so here in a minute when we talk about uploading SVGs. But now we're going to select both of these layers, and if you select slice, you're going to see here's your finished, and then you have two leftover layers. So it's kind of like using a cookie cutter and cutting out, some text or shapes out of the dough. So it's very, very handy to be able to contour. We absolutely love it. So it is really great. So love, love, love that. CJ says, in Design Space, if you saved a project and then want to delete it, how do you do this? That's a great question. Let me see how I can go over there. So
you might have to make a whole other tab.
I may have to, yeah, I'm just going to leave that. Let's go to design.cricut.com. So right now we can click under My Projects. We can click View All. And we don't need this. So under the project of your choice, you can click on it. And you can click, I believe the easiest way would be to click these 3 dots and just click delete. Yep. And then it'll say, are you sure you want to delete this project? This action cannot be undone. And then you say yes. And look.
I don't know if it's a space issue why you would want to delete it or just like organizational.
Some people like to organize their projects and they're
Just
like,
make
I don't
sure.
need that anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So that's a fantastic question. We love getting questions, so feel free to keep sending those questions in. Thanks, CJ. Hope you can delete those unwanted projects now. So anywho, guys, that is contour and slice. We went over both of those. So now I'm going to click X. We no longer need that. And we're going to talk about upload. So upload is super important when you are working with Maker's Gonna Learn. So Maker's Gonna Learn, oh my gosh, there's some sneak peeks to some future cut files. But anyway, we also have a new racetrack. If you guys are not already in the know.
And she bougie. I want you to look
crazy.
at that thing.
Yeah, she's a lot. She's a lot. So right here is where you're going to go to upload images or upload patterns. It's all under upload. So what you're going to want to do is, again, today, guys, at Maker's Gonna Learn, you can join for $20 off for our year membership. You can click right here and sign up for our best value and get 3 months free. That is $48 savings before the coupon code MAKE MAKE for $20 off. You can use code MAKE at checkout for $20 off the year membership. And it's really awesome. So every single month we release new cut files. We release a whole collection that is 30 to 40 cut files.
I was about to say at least 30.
At least 30.
Yeah.
This past collection launch had 100. So we're always throwing out great stuff for you guys. We have the member-only Facebook group, free online workshops, and full project tutorials. We have the Cricut Printable God, where we teach you how to utilize your Cricut and just always give you great tips and tricks in that. And we love it. So again, you can just go right here and select that best value, and then you can enter that coupon code MAKE. And then you can see you get that discount. So super fun. It's really awesome. And then you're able to get registered and have all the perks. So anyway, we are going to click on cut files, and you can see right here, we need to, looks like log in. So I'm just going to log in right here. And then we can click cut files. So you can pick the cut file you want. So
I love all of those.
I love
Body
all
by
of these.
Pizza, guys. That
Body by
speaks
Pizza.
to me.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so funny. So what we're going to do is I'm going to download these animals right here.
We have a couple people saying that they are already loving the new racetrack.
Oh, yay!
They're loving it. They already found it.
Super awesome, guys. Very, very happy to hear. So this is under new. These are a lot of our new cut files. So I'm going to download What's Shakin' Bacon. And we are now going to move over to back to Cricut Design Space under the Upload tab. And you can click Upload Image. Now, before we upload it, you cannot upload a zip file, and almost any website, ours included, will give you a cut file in a zip file. So all you need to do is click on that first, and then you can go over here and see the blue folder, which means it's unzipped now. So zip file folder is right here, unzipped to the left.
It's so easy to unzip them.
Yep.
You just tap it.
Yep, and now it lets you drag and drop or browse your files. So you can upload PNG, JPEG, GIF, SVG, DXF, or BMP. Most companies like ours only provide PNG and SVG, and those two are the best. So we're going to upload the SVG, and I'm going to explain to you why. First of all, it makes uploading a breeze. I just click 2 buttons. Like, there's nothing to do. Now when you select this layer, it's already organized for us. So What's Shakin' Bacon, and it gives us the layers. So then, I mean, you honestly size it and click Make It, and you're good to go. It has it all separated out on the mat, everything like that for you. Whereas say we click upload image, and try to upload the PNG version, watch the process. It first asks you a question, is this a simple file? Yes. Then you get to select and erase all the details. So you have to do a little bit more work when it comes to PNG images, guys. You don't want to have to do extra work. I don't want to have to do extra work.
I don't.
But look at me. I'm doing it for you guys. So then, now you can press continue, and then you notice it does not allow you to have that multicolored. It allows it to be a print and cut, yes, but you don't get the colors all organized if you upload in PNG. So then, here's what you'd have to do if for some reason you don't have the SVG and you want it 2 colors. Now this is a little crazy, so we're going to duplicate it. Double click, duplicate. Now we are going to use contour, and we're going to contour out the pig. So the pig's got to go on one of these.
Pig's got to go.
Pig's got to go. Look at all these extra steps when you're just using SVGs. So we contoured out the pig. Now for this layer, we're going to contour out what's shaken. And this is great, you know, if you guys have artwork that maybe not have the capability of getting the SVG. So it's not terribly hard. It's a really great skill to know, actually. So then you can move what's shaken over. You can change this color to the pink, and then position this here. And then here's what all you got to do. You can select that and click group. And now, finally, 10 years later, it's set up just the same as the SVG, but I do want to let you guys know the SVG is a better quality image. SVGs allow you to scale to huge billboard size, and it still stays together.
So that's like one of the big differences, is that SVG allows you to go big or go home, basically. Okay.
Yep, it's made, and it gives you great cut lines all the time. And some people are asking, how come some PNG files can't be uploaded? Typically, that is because they're too large. So consider sizing those down, or they're just really complex images and things like that. But most, on average, all PNGs can be uploaded. So lots of fun. Does that offer work for people who are already members? Yes. If you're wanting to upgrade your membership, today is a great day to take advantage of that. And again, if you are wanting to take advantage of getting one of our products like our Summer Summit, you can use the coupon code SUMMER2 at checkout to take full advantage of that. You can use the coupon code MAKE for $20 off your year membership, or you can grab our Cricut Pro e-course for $30 off. And yes, we include all of the ebook for you guys in this offer. So lots of fun.
Miss Pamela, she might have missed a little bit, or maybe we just need to go back over it for a quick second for her. She says, why would you use group instead of weld?
Pamela, I am so secretly glad you asked that question.
Secretly.
So this is our PNG to the right where we grouped. I'm actually going to ungroup that for you, Pamela, just so we both can go through this. It's a few layers away. Oh my gosh. I promise. Okay. So right now, this is ungrouped. Right, you can see, not grouped or welded. So what happens is you select these 2 layers and watch what happens when we select weld. It's back to one color.
Oh,
one color.
We worked so hard.
Welding is only for when it's a one color thing. We want our pig to be different colors. So this is when you could attach and it will still become black. So this is the instance where you're going to group it. You're not grouping it for the mat's sake, because look what happens when you click make it. It's going to separate this artwork on different mats. It's not keeping that group together. The grouping is simply to keep proportions so you can scale this.
And that's just for the canvas, right?
Just for the canvas.
Okay.
So if you want to size that down, it's going to size both of them at the same time.
But just on the canvas?
But just on the canvas. And then, you know, after you click make it again, the new size will send over. But you can see they're not sticking together. So they're, you know, on their own mat.
So that's if you would want it one color, or even maybe if you want to do what Tanner does and cut them one mat but have it separate colors, that's when you could weld it if you wanted to.
Yep.
Feel free.
Yep. And again, for say you want to use this pig image, but you do not want to have the bacon on it, look at how easy it is to select that layer, contour out bacon, and now you have a little pig.
And Tracy has a good question. Well, you did almost half of it right there for you. She said, if you wanted to add or change text to that pig, how would you figure out the font that was used?
So Tracy, all of our artwork is 100% original to us. It is not using fonts typically. So this is hand-lettered artwork. You would just select a similar font from Maker's Gonna Learn. So since this is like hand-lettered, you would go over here and click on fonts.
Right, and you would just pick one, right?
Yeah,
then you could add it in there.
Yeah, so we categorize them as basic, fancy, hand-lettered, and script.
And even guys, the basic ones, don't think basic, oh boring.
Oh, they're fun, yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah, so you just pick one of these, and then here's what you would do. You would take advantage of that slice feature we talked about. So
after you contoured, so you would contour the bacon out, just like Tanner did.
Yep, so we're going to use one of our system fonts, and I want to use Barefoot Joanna seems fun. So I'm going to change it from what's shaken bacon to what's shaken.
Just do the word bacon, but just have it a different font.
True.
Let's just see what bacon looks like in a different font. Oh, that's cool.
So it's definitely a totally different vibe. So then you can size this up. You can actually select, this if you want. And what we're going to do is after you're happy with it, we're going to select the text and this layer. So I just clicked on it also while pressing Command. So select your Barefoot Joanna, and then while pressing Command, click on the pig, and then you'll see both of these layers are outlined by this rectangle. And here's what you can do. You can press Slice, and then da-da, 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 da-da. Look at this right here. We have our new pig image. But see, this image just gets brought back. And then you can attach this right here, or excuse me, you're going to group it. And now you have your you have a brand new pig.
Look, a brand new pig.
This is really, really awesome. So we love
Sarah
this.
says that this is great information. Thank you so much.
Sarah, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And it's really our pleasure to be here with you guys.
These are the videos that I think me and Tanner enjoy a lot because you can watch a video like this, which is great, but then some questions may be raised like, well, just like her question, how do we switch fonts, or how do we do this, how do we do that? And on lives like this, on awesome videos, you guys can just ask your questions and we can just show you how to do that right here and now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A lot of people are talking about infusible ink. Infusible ink will not be working on wood, but like if you guys want me to test it, I mean, I'm willing to waste some.
Tanner's all about trying stuff on wood.
It does have to work on polyester, so everyone commenting is correct. So
I think the infusible ink fabrics are 95 poly and 5 spandex. If my mind
I believe I've read a few different ones, but we'll find out.
We'll get the tea. We'll get the tea.
It's gonna be good. Cannot wait. My order is supposed to arrive Monday, which I wish it was going to arrive sooner, but whatever. It's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. But anyway, we have this right here. So then you're able to, do whatever you want with this. What I love to talk about with uploaded images is after you've uploaded it, it is linked to your account. So we can scroll for days. Oh,
probably for months.
You guys are getting lots of sneak peeks to cut files. Oh my God.
You're going too slow, Tanner. Look at
I can't. This. The mouse isn't working. The mouse is just not working. But anyway, all of these get saved to your account. So you don't even have to worry about it. Once you've uploaded it, it's yours. It's saved to your account. It's awesome. So you can reference it. That's why I always recommend to just do one account. Some people accidentally have multiple accounts. It gets really confusing. So you do want to make sure you only have one account.
Yeah.
So that's a great
And we have some people, Miss Linda, maybe we could do one of these, like a beginner's guide to print and cut.
Yes,
I think that everyone would be fantastic.
That. Yeah. That is perfect. Print and cut's awesome.
Great idea. I'm going to write that down.
Thank you.
I don't have a pen.
Thank you so much, Linda.
It's all in my head.
Oh, Rachel's got it.
It's all in my head.
So yeah, so that's that. We've talked about templates, guys. are, again, just for the canvas, just for visualization. If you wanted to think about putting something on a card, on a chipboard, if you wanted to deck out your Cricut machine and see, a few different examples. I don't know why. Oh, you can choose the different type. They don't even have the maker on here, Rachel.
What? What?
They have the Explorer.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. So you can truly visualize it. This is a good example for when you're designing. You can also just click on templates, and you can choose from banners. They have a few different size banners. So yeah, and then you can do, say you have a banner of 5, and then yeah, so it kind of gives you that visualization, which is pretty helpful. But I truly do not use templates. If you use templates, let us know what you use them on.
Now, Tanner absolutely adores using, because we do a lot of work with frames. He loves popping in a square in the back to be like our template. Yeah. But we don't choose a template. We don't really use these a lot. But Tanner does love to get that little outline, especially for like our wood signs and things like that. It's a great little thing to do.
Yes. So I just clicked on new, and it's going to ask us if I want to save this. I'm just going to click replace, so it cleans off our mat. And then you can go through projects. These are Cricut specific projects. You can get inspired with an actual finished project and then have the artwork to go through and create that if you would like.
Yes, and whenever we have time, we have Pamela wondering if we have any Disney files.
Ooh,
and boy, do we have a treat for her.
Yes,
we have a bunch. This was a awesome bonus collection that we gave. It was last year, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was in January.
January.
We pumped it up for a while.
We did. It was worth it.
Yes. So you can see here, we have a whole category, I believe.
Yeah, we should have a Disney category.
Here we go. This way. Awesome. So you can scroll through here and see a lot of these. These are recommended for personal use only, and it's really awesome. So we have a Mickey. This is one of our latest Disney-inspired files, and it's the mandala.
Oh my gosh,
in
that's
the Disney.
gorgeous.
Yes, it's adorable, and these are all for you guys at home. These are for our members. If you're brand new here, we would love for you guys to get your year membership today so that you can take advantage of all that we have to offer.
Yes, definitely get your yearly as well, because you get those 3 free e-courses along with the free commercial license, which means you can make money with the projects that you make using your membership.
Yep, we have 160 fonts. We have the best value for our year members, and if you want to get that deal today, you can use that coupon code MAKE at checkout, so you can get that year membership. And guys, if you are looking to upgrade your membership from monthly to yearly, today is a great day because you can also take full advantage of this offer. You would just sign up for the yearly membership, and then you would reach out to us and we'll give you instructions to cancel that monthly billing cycle. So I hope that has helped you out a lot.
But I love the yearly because, okay, 1, you're getting a really good deal on it compared to being in another tier. And then 2, I'm like a planner. I love to plan. I really like to budget. And you don't have to budget this into your monthly or 6 monthly little bills that you've got. You pay it once a year and you're done. And you get the best deal on it too.
What I absolutely love is that we have new art coming out every single month. So what you get access to is not only all of the artwork that we have in our arsenal of 1,000 plus cut files, over 160 fonts, but we're always giving you bonuses. This past month we released 100 files versus 30 files, and then you're saying yes to crafting with us for a year. So we come to you every single day here on the channel, and then you also get access to all of the artwork. So by the end of the next year, before you even are up for renewal, you're going to get access to even more. We'll probably be at close to 2,000 files.
Oh my gosh. It's like you're locked in, like you're ready. Yeah. If you pay for a year, you don't have to worry about anything. You've got that craftiness there for a year.
And we have the printable gods and things like that. And our goal by the end of the year is to have printable gods and resources for every of the 3 most popular die cutting machines. So Cricut, Silhouette, and Scan and Cut is our 3 largest demographics. So if you all are using another machine besides a Cricut, we will be adding that education. So we love talking about that. But guys, today has been so much fun breaking down Cricut Design Space for beginners. It is a lot of fun. Sherry, with the monthly membership, I can still make things for gifts, just not for sale, right? Yes, we absolutely love our monthly membership. You are not going to get a better deal for $19.99 a month. You are able to get all of our cut files, access to our member-only Facebook group. You're also able to get access to all the other things like project tutorials. What you do not get access to with the monthly membership is our fonts and our commercial license. So the commercial license allows you to make money with your machine. You do not get access to fonts, and you do not get access to the 3 courses that are completely free with the year membership.
And guys, if you guys are newbies, those courses are a game changer. They're amazing.
They're really awesome, and you guys definitely do need to take full advantage of those courses if you have not already. We would love for you guys to take advantage of that. You get it complimentary with that year membership. We teach you how to use your machine, how to use the software even more, one-on-one pretty much with that hardcore meat training with the training videos. And then you get the Build a Business course where you get to learn all the things about picking a niche, picking a market, how to price your items and things like that. So very crucial for everyone in a Cricut. If you have a Cricut, you need the membership. We give you the education, the inspiration, and the motivation to be using your die cutting machine.
We don't just throw files at you and we're like, here, have fun. Just like Tanner said, we're here almost every day. We have videos for you guys every day. We just have all kinds of stuff. We have an awesome Facebook group, and then we have our our little contact us form. We have amazing customer service. We're just like always here trying to help you all grow and know the most you can about your machine.
Definitely.
And like Tanner says, whether that machine is a Cricut Silhouette or in the future a Brothers ScandiCut, we should have all of the teachings and trainings to get you, no matter what machine you have, just pumped up and ready to go.
Yep, and we absolutely love it. So guys, if you are not already a Makers Gonna Learn member, we would love for you guys to say yes to membership today so you're able to get crafty. Maybe you're already a member and want to upgrade your account today. Maybe you're a yearly member, and you're like, I want to take the step to becoming a die cutting pro. We have that course for you with the coupon code PRO2 that'll give you $30 off, and you get the ebook included. So this is a 160-page ebook. The Cricut Pro course has 21 videos in it, and it gives you 100% training on making each project. There's 20 projects we cover in the book, in the course. We have that certification program that if you create 3 of those projects, you're going to get die cutting certified. And the form is after you get access to the course. You can see the form to fill out. This is lifetime access as well. There's no cutoff for certification or things like that. It's at your own pace, which is very important to us. And we just dropped the official schedule for the Summer Summit. So be sure to also take advantage for the next 9 days, the Cricut Pro course. Today is the last day to get in on that $20 off special. It was extended from Father's Day. So if you guys are not already taking full advantage of the coupon code MAKE at checkout, that is ending today. So be sure to opt in on that and say yes to getting your year membership. We are super, super excited for you guys because we truly think of ourselves as a one-stop shop to give you guys that education, inspiration, and motivation to using your machine. And every single month we have brand new curated collections. We have a Christmas in July collection so that we can go ahead and start getting ready for the holidays early, because I don't know about you guys, I absolutely love getting crafty in the winter, but I'm usually super busy. So getting winter ready when it's still not so crazy is going to be way better. And you guys know, starting like October 15th, we go full Christmas from...
Oh, it's probably going to be sooner than that.
We go full Christmas, and when we go full Christmas, it's
Christmas.
like insane. It's like for every 5 Christmas projects, we'll do like a fall project. But Christmas is big here at Makers Gonna Learn. So if this is your first season with us, your first holiday season with us, get ready. Be already picking out your ornaments. Be already picking out your Christmas tree designs. Be picking out inspiration. Because
anything buffalo plaid.
Oh my gosh, we're loving everything. It is going to be so, so good.
Yes. It's gonna be great.
We love it. So do we have any questions? Let us know in the comments down below if you guys have any.
I'm dropping the links
Any
again.
questions?
You
yes,
all
please drop those questions for
or
anyone.
if you want to get those in the description. They're always the first few links in the description for you guys.
And if there's any first-time viewers here today, I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to our channel. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our community, and we look forward to serving you guys not only here on the channel, but the #1 way to support us is Makers Gonna Learn. So if you would like to grab a membership or anything like that, links are always in the description down below, but we also have them in the comments just to help everyone out. Thanks guys so much, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye guys.